The most straightforward way to define grid reliability is to think in terms of the grid's ability to deliver both the desired quantity and quality of energy requested by the end user. For example, every time you go to your kitchen and flip the switch, you expect the lights to come on and stay on until you're done making your sandwich. Pretty simple, right? Well, there are roughly 6 billion other people in the world with access to electricity, and all of them have different needs and uses for electricity, which means that 6 billion lights, blenders, toasters, and televisions are being turned on and off every second. Energy storage helps the grid quickly compensate for the ebb and flow of power fluctuating on the grid. Innovations like solar panels, wind turbines, and hydroelectric dams have all helped society minimize our carbon footprint. However, despite being a clean alternative, renewable energy has one major flaw: intermittency. Generating energy utilizing one of these methods makes energy producers dependent on when the sun is shining or the wind is blowing, and unfortunately, their customers need a little more assurance than that. Luckily, energy storage systems allow producers to save the power generated from renewable sources and use that power in times when traditional generation sources are most expensive. Similar to a utility-scale grid, microgrids function essentially in the same way but on a smaller scale. They integrate distributed energy resources either in parallel to the larger grid, acting as a current source, or independently as an autonomous energy system, acting as a voltage source. We'll save the granular details of the differences for later, but just know it's as an autonomous system that microgrids present a unique set of challenges for grid owners and operators. When transferring power over distance, the developer must select a voltage that optimizes the amount of power that is transferred while minimizing the amount of power that is lost. Conventional engine generation requires power producers to keep a number of engines online running at moderate capacity. If at any time one of the engines goes offline, the remaining engines can ramp up to compensate for the loss. Alternatively, by investing in a storage solution, energy providers can operate fewer engines at a full capacity, which ultimately saves a great deal in fuel costs. The beautiful thing about investing in energy storage is that it gives you options. What I mean by that is that you can pursue any one of these use cases or several, which is what we call revenue stacking. You have the ability to leverage the same investment to generate multiple streams of income. Pretty cool, right? To find out more, visit greensmithenergy.com and browse through our collection of resources.